Well, hello. I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. Oh, this is my throw together chili. We're going to use our beans that we made from the last time. Now I bought a pound of ground beef. No, this is not usually what I buy. But I'm not a big meat eater either. So I'm only going to put 1/4 of a pound in here. And I'm going to go ahead and package the rest of it up and put it back in the freezer. And 1/4 of a pound pieces, I'll show you. So it's there for me if I want it for something else. I'm going to go ahead and cook this with a lot of my vegetables, and we're going to drain it. I absolutely love these. These aren't hot peppers. They're green and red bell peppers. And I really like using this. It comes in handy for me in so many different ways. I like a little bit of a chunky salsa. Ha ha. I like a little bit of a chunky chili. I think I like everything a little chunky. I wanted to use up what was left in the bag. If you think about it, this takes up an awful lot more room in my freezer than when I do it up ahead of time and put it in these little things. I'm going to show you because I need some jalapeno in mine. And see? A lot less space, and that one bag is approximately 3 pounds of onion and, oh gosh, maybe about 5 to 7 pounds of jalapeno. And this is I already have another bag I just put up, so I don't need to buy any the next time I go to the store unless I want to use them fresh. When I saute these up, I don't cut them into little pieces or anything, and I'm going to want this into smaller pieces, so I just use my handy dandy scissors and I just cut the whole thing. It's still a little frozen, frosty. That'll give me smaller, I want smaller chunks, not great big chunks. You don't have to take as long as I do. I just want there to be an equal distribution of flavor. So I just kind of let it cook in there for a while. I don't add any oil because I think there's plenty of fat in that meat. It's an 80-20. So unless I see there's going to be a problem, I'm going to let it go ahead and cook like that for a little bit. I just like my meat not in such big chunks. I just washed my scissors off when I'm done, if you were wondering. And then I leave them open to dry so they're not, ooh, it does something to the, sorry. I don't want it to make them rust or anything, so I leave them open to dry, hanging. Let's see. Yeah, I keep them in the wrapper that they came in. I wash it when it comes to me. I wash the packaging before I open it. But I like to keep it in here because I feel it protects the meat better. So, yeah, this is a freezer bag. These are regular. So I've got like a 1/2 pound over here and another 1/4 pound. And I'm just going to seal that up and put it in my freezer for the next time I want to use it. I'm not going to want to go gung-ho with the salt. I've already salted my beans when I made them with the cornbread. And I can taste this later on as we go, after I add the tomato sauce and the tomatoes. But yeah, there's been a few things I've cooked and went, oh, because it was too salty. It really was. Now, I said I'm a spicy person. I am. Oh, okay. So I'm going to put in a tablespoon of chili powder. You can put in however much you want. I cut back on that just a tad because, you know, I got to put in my cayenne. You don't have to put in the cayenne. As a matter of fact, you can put in pepper if you want, just regular black pepper. I suggest the cayenne though. And one thing you're going to ask, maybe, is where's the cumin? I'm going to put in a little black pepper too. Well, I don't like to put cumin into a dish that has fresh things in it. It has like a dirty flavor, a dirty smell. And it belongs more with your Tex-Mex kind of stuff, you know. Anything that I would call like a Baja Fresh, which is just something I made up actually, because that's what I say is the difference between the Tex-Mex and the what I'm used to from Southern California. They still have a lot of that stuff though with the cumin in it, but I just don't care for that flavor very much, especially not when I'm going to be putting in fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes. I don't know, I just really don't like it. In enchiladas is fine, but that's just my take on it. Okay, I'm going to want to drain this really well. Okay, I'm happier. It's really hard to try to get the grease out as you're cooking it. I've seen people try to do that. It seems like a lot of work to me. So I got that back in there. And see, I got all that out. I know some of my spices too, but we'll be happy with the end result. Now, you add what you have. Me, and I'm going to do this right now to slow down the heat because my beans are still cold from being frozen. Yeah, I do that. Everything, if it's going to take more than a day or two to make it, I'll just feel better about putting it in the freezer and pulling it out later so it doesn't go bad on me. I was losing a lot of my food to waste. And this way I'm hardly wasting anything. Now to that I want to add just a can of tomato sauce, any kind. And with the beans, if you don't have fresh, you can use canned. Just rinse them off really well first. Add an equal amount of water. I like to use diced tomatoes, and I use the water that's in it, the juice and everything. You can actually throw it in a crock pot at this point if you wanted to, but if your beans weren't frozen like mine, and you use canned, all you got to do is pretty much heat it up to boiling, cook it down a little bit, and serve it to your family. That's what makes it so quick. I do mine the long way because I'm particular about every flavor. You know, I want all the planets to align. So I'm going to go ahead and slow cook this for a while. I'll bring you back when, you know, I'm not going to have you sit here and watch this cook unless you want it. You want it? Well, you know, let me bring it back here, and let's say 20 minutes to half an hour, and let's see what it looks like, okay? Ooh, he's trying to escape. Okay. Maybe a little more than an hour. It'll thicken upon standing, but that has nice color. Oh, I think it does. So let's plate it and I'll show you. Alrighty then. There you have it. And you have yourself a nice, hot, savory little meal. I really love it. So, that's all I had for you today. I will see you next time when hopefully we'll be making, well, they're kind of like pizza egg rolls. It was inspired by my grandson. I bought him a sandwich maker and he started making these pizza sandwiches, and I went, So we're going to take that idea and see if we can't roll with it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.